Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over how you can realistically quit your job in 90 days from learning the SBS model, okay? Now, we're going to take a deep dive into the model today, talk about what it is, okay? And if you stick to this for 90 days, whether that's manually trading it or practicing our SBS Auto Trader, okay? Which today was also a fantastic day. I just made an announcement. One of our members made 12 grand today. So these were just some of the gains from today. 32 range chart. Argenito made 12K. Trade is my passion. Purchased it last week. He's already up 2,500. And I was wrong about today. So it worked great today. But jumping into the strategy, guys, you can seriously potentially quit your job in 90 days off of this strategy, okay? So what is the strategy, okay? On my chart here, I had the splash algo free indicator, okay? But we're gonna go over what is the SBS model, okay? It is a swing breakout sequence, okay? It's based off of market structure, okay? There is a few things you need to take note of, okay? The step one is gonna be a breakout, okay, from a swing point. Number two is going to be a tap into breakout zone, okay? Number three, you are going to have a swing to break the number one, okay? And then number four, you are going to have a swing to break number two. You don't have to have that, but that is ideally what you want for the model, okay? And we're gonna look at that in the chart here. So we are on a 15-second chart here, and we are gonna look at, see if we can find something over here, okay? So going into this, what are, oop, did I just delete something? I think I did. Don't know where that went. Anyway, so our text is gone, but you got it. So breakout, right? What do we need? Let's look right here, okay? Swing point right here, so you need to identify a swing point. You can even go and put on a swing point indicator like this, okay? And we can look at this, okay? So step one, we broke out. Number one, we break out. Number two, we need to tap back to this red line. Number two, okay? Number three, we need to break above number one. So right there, right? And now from this, you would draw your Fibonacci, okay? And you can draw this, you wanna draw it from the low to the high. So I would go from this swing point to this swing point, okay? And now got close to stop loss here, okay? But the entry would be on the 0.618 level, okay? Which would have been right here if you limit ordered, okay? Stop loss would be right here. And then you always want to scale at the 1-to-1 at the 0.236, okay? That's always a great spot to scale and move stops to break even. So this trade, beautiful, would have won, okay? Got close to stop, but it didn't, okay? So again, we break out, we pull back into this breakout zone. We break above number one, and then we break below number two. You don't have to break below number two. You can't, like you could have taken this as a number four. Number five would be a double bottom, double top. So, but we will keep it to this, keep it simple, okay? Now let's look for another entry, okay? Let's see, so right here, okay? Looks like we have a breakout here. So this could be our one. From this, then our two, we tap back into the zone. Number three, we would mark down here. And then from here, again, we would draw our fib from this high to this low. You can see we break above two here, and you can enter when we break above two or on the 618, right? Really doesn't matter too much. Here, we would have taken a loss, depending on where you put your stop loss if you gave it a little bit of room, but we didn't exactly hit the 0.236. So still good entry though, okay? Today was a pretty bullish day. So any sort of long you would have taken ended up working out pretty good, okay? Let's see if we can find another trade. Okay, so this one might have worked. Let's see. So looking at this blue line, breakout, that's one. Move back up, That's 2 because we moved back into this breakout zone. We could have counted anything as soon as we tap that, okay? Number 3, I would count as this low because this is the low that created the high that broke above 2. Slow that down if you need to. This is the low that ended up breaking above 2. Gonna draw out our fib out of the low. And again, we got really close. If you wanted to enter above number 2, you could do that. You entered above 2 there, right? So this would be your number 4 when you break above 2. Number 5 would be a double top, okay? So again, number 4, you break above 2. Number 5 would be the double top, double bottom, okay? And you could enter when we start moving back lower, your stop above this high. 1 to 1 is here. You don't end up hitting the 0.236, okay? Let's change time frames though. So now we are on a 1 minute chart here. And again, you can use this on any time frame, any instrument, okay? Whether this is on our auto trader works best on NQ, MNQ, YM, MYM, and micro Bitcoins for futures, okay? Let's see. Looks like this is a really good trade. So this is around noon. So we broke out from this red line here, okay? Number 1, we pull back, okay? Number 2, you can put the 1 here. Break out, tap back in, move back up to sweep number 1 right here. Then once we see that, we draw our fib from the low to the high, okay? And we can enter here on the 0.618, stop at the low, target 0.236, and then you could leave runner to the high, or leave it 2 to 1 or whatever, right? But that trade, perfect model there. We had the 4 on the 0.618, and the 5, which is kind of the double bottom, double top, would have been kind of right around here. So another beautiful trade there, okay? We'll see if we can find one more trade. Let's see. So this, I'm not sure if this one would have worked, but we can see. Maybe it might look better on a 30-second around here. So you can actually count this. So this one's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more advanced, I guess. So here we break out just this wick. You can count the wick. Okay, we pull back into the zone. I would count this as this next candle. Okay. Then we move lower, number 3. Okay. And then here, you can draw the fib, high to the low. You can see that was lined up right at this fib here. Okay. We didn't, this one, in this case, we didn't directly break above 2, but as I say, you don't always have to. It really just depends. Depends on the sentiment of the market. Okay, but we enter on the 0.618 here. Even if you just wanted to enter on the golden zone, 0.618, okay? Target 1 to 1 right there, and then leave it to the lows or runners, right? So SBS models happen every day, guys, okay? We can even show you one of the trades or some of the trades that made our guy 12K today. It took a long entry here, minimal drawdown, I think like 5 points, and then it was a 25-point winner. And then here also literally a 0 drawdown trade from 597 up to 646. So getting close, about 50 points of profit there was 0 drawdown. So SBS Auto Trader, SBS model, this stuff can work, guys. It can help you quit your job, I promise, okay? So like this video, leave comments if you have any questions, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.